Top 5 Footballers Who Hate Football. 5. David Batty. David Batty was an English professional footballer who plied his trade for Leeds, Blackburn and Newcastle in his 18-year football career. He was also a part of the three-line squad in UEFA Euro 1992 and FIFA World 1998 Cuban Pesos. He is mostly remembered for missing a penalty for England against Argentina in the World Cup. Back in 2007, he admitted his disregard for the game, saying, "The national game is boring. And I've not been to watch any match since I finished playing. I can never understand anybody paying to watch it, never mind going all the way across the world to see it. You want to be entertained." Four. Bobby Zamora. English Premier League fans will recognize Bobby Zamora at an instant from his days at Fulham FC. The English striker also played for Brighton and Hove, Bristol Rovers, West Ham, Tottenham and Queen's Park Rangers, and also represented the English national team twice, eventually retiring in 2016. Back in 2012, when asked about his future plans after retiring from the sport, he replied, "I'm not sure what I want to do after I finish playing, but if it means watching football, then I don't want to get involved. I'm not a massive football fan, really. Quite a lot more players than those that admit it are the same. I don't watch games on an evening or anything like that. A lot of people find it strange. For a man who has played the game for 17 years, it is rather enigmatic how he can cut himself off from the sport that easily, whereas other retired players pine for more football." 3. Curtis Woodhouse. Former England U21 star Curtis Woodhouse played football from 1997 to 2006, eventually quitting the game and turning into a professional boxer at the age of 26. He returned to the sport as a part-time footballer, signing for Rushden and Diamond in November 2006. From then onwards he played until 2012, retiring at Sheffield United. When asked about his views on the beautiful game, they weren't the usual honeyed words football has always garnered. "The best years of my life were 10 to 17. That was when I desperately wanted to be John Barnes and to play for Liverpool and England. Once I became a pro, I felt it was over. I loved the journey. I despised the destination. People asked how I could walk away from all that money, but the more money I earned, the more I hated football." He also claimed that hatred for the sport is common for many professionals, but they refrain from revealing it. However, the good thing about Woodhouse is, he has re-entered the game, deeming his son as the major factor behind his rediscovery of passion for the sport. 2. Stephen Ireland. Premier League aficionados will certainly recognize Stephen Ireland as the player who failed to fulfill his potential at Manchester City. The Irishman currently plays for Stoke City as an attacking midfielder aged 31. Ireland's story stretches a decade ago to 2007. The Irishman took to Babo, a social networking website, to express his resentment for the game. He stated, "Football is shit. Why did I get stuck doing it?" Apparently, the 31-year-old also incurred the wrath of his countrymen when he faked the death of his grandmothers in order to get away from the national team to spend time with his girlfriend. He apologized for it later but never played for his country again, stating that he never felt himself to be a part of it. 1. Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta became a godly figure in Florence during his decade-long spell at Italian outfit Fiorentina. The Argentinian marksman won a host of individual accolades, also becoming Los Albicelestes' all-time leading goal scorer, only to be surpassed by Lionel Messi in 2016. Also, he is Argentina's record goal scorer in the World Cup, having netted 10 times in 3 tournaments. Now, in spite of having a glorious career not everyone can boast of, it was pretty strange to know Batistuta's views on football. Alessandro Rialti, the co-writer of his autobiography, stated as follows. The important thing about Batistuta is that he is not like other players. He is a very good professional who doesn't really like football.